Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Eternally Elle, and today we're going to be discussing how to spot monitoring spirits. Now, what is a monitoring spirit, you may ask? Well, student, get your pens and papers out because today we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. We're really going to deep dive into what a monitoring spirit is, how you can spot them throughout your life, the red flags that they hold, and more. So, a monitoring spirit is basically a person that pretends to be your friend when in actuality they want to be you, okay? They observe literally everything you do. They basically want to be you, but they don't want you to know that, essentially, right? So they want to act like they're your close friend or whatever, but soon the mask will fall off. An example of a monitoring spirit would basically just be one of those friends that you follow each other on social media, yet you see them in all of your views. You see them like viewing all of your photos, all of your videos, all of your stories, but they never interact. Okay, that is like probably the prime example of a monitoring spirit because they're watching every single move you're doing. They're probably taking notes. They're probably copying you as we speak, yet they don't want you to feel like they like you or whatever, right? Like they will want you to feel like you guys are friends when in actuality they don't treat you like a friend. They'll be in everyone else's comments, they'll be in everyone else's DMs, likes, etc., but they will never be in yours. And that is intentional. That is intentional of them because they don't want you to get the wrong idea. They don't want you to think that they like you. Okay, they kind of want to keep you small, but at the same time they want to be you. Okay, they don't want to be your friend. They want to be you, essentially, but with the benefits of being your friend, right? They want to be close with you. They want to know all of your business, yet they don't want other people to know that they're viewing your stuff. They don't want other people to know that they secretly envy you. So that was basically like a really in-depth example of what a monitoring spirit is, and the reason why I say that you guys should never let these people in your life is because A, they're fake as fuck. They're not real friends. Okay, a real friend is actually going to support all of the shit that you put out there. A real friend is actually going to answer back all your text messages. A real friend is actually going to reciprocate all of that same energy back to you. But if they don't do it to you, then they're not really your friend, okay? They're a monitoring spirit, but they want the status of being your friend, essentially. They think that you're the coolest person in the world, except they don't view you as a cool person and get inspired. They don't get inspired to do better. They don't get inspired to, start dressing like you, or they're like, oh my god, your outfit's so nice, blah, blah, blah. They don't get inspired. They get jealous. These are the most jealous, envious people that you will ever come across. Okay? So, what are some traits that actually help spot a monitoring spirit? Obviously, look at your social media, okay? We all have it. We all love to put our lives out on social media nowadays. Just take a look at how they are interacting with your posts, if they're even interacting with them at all. These people are extremely jealous of you and your successes, or maybe just the way you look. You're going to want to start to realize that they're going to want to dress like you. They're going to want to talk about you, especially talk about you. They're going to want to talk like you. They're going to want to act like you. They're going to want to get the same friends as you, essentially. They want to be you, okay? They don't want to support you. They want to be you. They want to steal all of your spotlight, okay? Because, surprise, surprise, they're not their own person themselves. They can't come up with a whole personality of themselves, okay? They can't decide what to like on their own. They can't decide what's right and what's wrong on their own. They need that all fed to them. They need that all told to them. So that way they can become this one person that everyone seems to like. You guys know what I'm saying? Another way to spot a monitoring spirit is if they don't reciprocate the same kind of friendship guidelines that you do, okay? And what do I mean by this? I mean, you would try to become friends with them, you would try to ask to hang out with them constantly, yet they can just never seem to hang out, right? They can just never seem to text you all the time. They can never seem to actually just respond to what you're texting them, to your calls, etc., right? They will never reciprocate that energy that you do, okay? Because you, on the other hand, you actually want to make a friend, okay? You saw potential in this person. You were like, hey, we have some similar values, we have some similar interests. that they actually stole from you. So let's be friends. But then that person, on the other hand, they want to just get close with you to get what they want out of that friendship. So-called friendship, okay? So I think it's very important to be able to spot these people because they will be preying on your downfall. And that's another thing that you can spot from them, okay? They will find any excuse to not like you, especially after their job is done. Especially after they decide to steal your personality, especially after you tell them all their business. And this is why I tell you guys, don't tell people your business. Okay, not even like your closest friends should know like the craziest shit that's happened in your life, okay? Because that's none of your business. That's none of their business. Truly, that's really none of their business. Okay? And it's nice to have a close friend that you can share concerns with and everything, but you should not be sharing secrets with them. Okay? You should not be doing any crazy shit with them like that. If they get everything they wanted out of that friendship, if they got your personality, if they got your looks, if they know all of your business and all of your dirty work, right? That is when they're going to start preying on your downfall. That's when they're going to find literally any single fucking reason to not like you. Why? Because they want to paint this picture of you in their head of, oh, she's not all that, or, oh, well, it's all just jealousy. It's all just jealousy, and this is what drives the monitoring spirits. They're envious and jealous people. Okay, so why would you want that kind of person in your life? Because no matter how good it seems now, they're obviously going to be preying on your downfall in the end. Because they've stolen you and your character. So why would they want another one of them? You know what I mean? It's kind of like a creepy ass clone just copying everything you do until they finally get what they want, and then they want to paint this smear campaign of you. They're going to start talking shit about you. They're going to start trying to get people on their side. They're going to start making things up in their head about who you are as a person, what you value as a person, stuff like that, okay? So I think it's really important to just recognize these red flags in these people, okay? And the biggest red flag of a monitoring spirit is obviously the stuff of them not interacting with your posts or them just like acting like you don't exist in person. You know what I mean? Like that's also a pretty big red flag. Or if they only come to you to try and know your business. That's probably the biggest red flag. I changed my mind. That is the biggest red flag with a monitoring spirit, because they will never come to you about like asking like, oh, how are you? Like in an innocent way. They will always try to dig deep and deep and deep, and they will only actually interact with you if you have drama, if you have business to share. And this is why I tell you guys to not even get into stupid ass drama like this in the first place. But obviously, sometimes we do get into drama. That's literally not our fault. And they will only seem interested in the conversation when you are spilling the tea. Okay? Because they want to know what's going on in your life, because they're so fucking nosy. These people love to be in other people's business so that they can be like, oh, well, they're not as popular as I thought they were. Oh, they're not as perfect as I thought they were. So they can take you down off that pedestal that they literally fucking made in their head of you that you didn't ask for. Okay, these people will put you on a pedestal and then try and be you, and then once they feel like they are you, they will try to come up with anything in their fucking crazy ass head that you are not perfect, that you are not that bitch, that they literally copied you from. You know what I'm saying? You guys deserve to have true friends. You guys deserve to have people in your lives that actually treat you like a human being and want to see you success and will actually be there behind you, supporting you every step of the way. These monitoring, jealous ass people are not supportive, okay? They don't want to see you succeed. They actually prey on your downfall. They don't want you to do better than them because they've already been you. They're already you already, essentially. So why would they want you to become better when they want to become better than you? It's all about competition. It's all about jealousy. This is why most monitoring spirits will be those competitive ass friends. Most monitoring spirits will be those friends that don't support you or that make snide little comments because they want to be you, babe. It's all about jealousy. It's all about projection, okay? Because they fucking hate themselves. So make sure to look out on that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this pretty short video. I kind of tried to do an express video. I'm not feeling that well, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to follow my Instagram and my TikTok at EternallyL. Make sure you like this video, comment on it if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If this TikTok ban really does go into effect April 5th, I want to make sure that you guys are subscribed, so please make sure to hit that subscribe button because I'm going to be posting longer form videos just like how I do on TikTok, but on here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Love you guys.